You know Claude Fable 5, right? Well, that monster made a whole MMORPG in just a few days. Wait, what's that? Is it actually good? Well, I don't know. Wait, I have an idea. So without wasting any more words, let's see if you really can make a good MMO in just a few days. Alright, so it has a proper website, better than I expected. You can even pick a realm, and it seems like there's even 48 players online right now. It has a trailer too.
Everyone ready?
But the quality is a little bit questionable.
Perfect. Pull.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The UI looks surprisingly non-AI-like, and you can already choose between 9 different classes. They got everything a basic MMO needs. They got a hunter, they got a paladin, they got a rogue, they got a shaman, but I'm gonna go with the warrior, the most basic and classic choice. However, all of these classes already have their own armor and weapon, and you can't customize anything except the color. So basically everyone with the same class as you will look pretty much the exact same as you, spare the colors. After a loading screen with some questionable character designs, I got right into it. Okay, so this is Eastbrook Vale, and honestly, it doesn't look horrible. This game doesn't really look that bad in general, but it doesn't look great by any means. The town kind of looks sloppily thrown together, but the models themselves are pretty cool. More about the town's layout. So as we walk around this town, we can see that it's pretty much just one central area with a couple of buildings surrounding it, and roads that branch out in every direction that lead to different monster areas. As we can see, there's different vendors around that sell different things, and the NPCs, they just kind of stand still. None of them really walk around or do anything, but they do have quests to give you. There's not really much to see here, so let's just grab a quest and move on with our day. It's questing time. These are very early quests, so the writing's not going to be unique or interesting yet. He does at least tell me to collect their hides and not just kill them, and you can even harvest drops from pretty much any enemy, and a lot of those drops you can sell, which is pretty cool. Oh, and there it is, the first bug. I mean, I expected this to come at some point because this game was made in 2 days and runs entirely in a browser, which is already impressive. And on top of these bugs, there's also occasional lag spikes that can really break the immersion. Alright, so the combat. Alright, so it's about what you'd expect. I've got these skills on an action bar, and I have a basic one, so I try to hit that first, and then that builds up rage, so now I can use a couple of stronger attacks. It's not revolutionary and it's not innovative, but it does feel like good classic MMORPG combat. And for an AI game that was developed in just a few days, that's all I'm gonna ask for. So there's actually a whole skill tree here, and specializations too, but it's level 10 plus, and I likely won't reach that by the end of the first area, as there's 3 areas and the max level is 20. However, just the fact that this is in the game and you can use it is honestly a major plus, especially considering how fast this was made. Alright, level 2, and with all the sparkly sound effects included. That shows that this game isn't just thrown together, it actually has polish and not just the core game loop. In most MMOs, inventory is almost your #1 pay. However, in this MMO, I have not experienced a maximum inventory or anything like that. However, there's still a world market with a player-driven economy where you can buy and sell your junk items and other items for a chance to hit it big. And I love player-driven economies, so this is a great addition to the game. So now, I'm level 8, and the storyline has grown in its complexity. I've now been asked to raid a crypt near the settlement, known as the Hollow Crypt. And if I'm going to do this, I can't do it alone. And, well, that's really what an MMO is about, huh? So, I take to the Discord, posting a message asking for help. What happens next was quite interesting. This game has been out for a few days, and the Discord is brand new. And a complete stranger just showed up to help me. Someone they'd never met. And I know this probably isn't the AI's doing, but I love how this MMO has a community that is willing to help new players. Well, into the dungeon we go. Immediately, I notice something. Every single one of these enemies is much more difficult than the enemies outside. The surroundings are darker, and honestly, it looks pretty good in here. This actually feels like a dungeon. But the weirdest part is how there's no matchmaking system, there's no UI that comes up whenever you touch the dungeon door, it just sends you straight in. I have gained many attacks from leveling up, and now is my chance to use them while my friend tanks the damage. So overall, World of ClaudeCraft got a lot right, and a lot wrong at the same time. But to start with what it got right, I'd say the class design is very solid. 9 classes with unique skills and trees and specializations is really good, and the quest structure works. There's a functioning economy on day 1, and there's multiple dungeons to do that have proper scaling. For something built in just a couple of days, that list is genuinely impressive. Now, for what's missing, the world variety just isn't there. Every zone follows the same formula, same town layout, same road structure, and character customization is almost non-existent. The lag spikes are real, and the world feels generated rather than designed, because it was. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that the lag is 100% the game's fault. Could be something I messed up, or my computer, or maybe it runs much better on the downloaded version of the game rather than the browser version. If I'm going to be honest, the game is going to get old fast. But here's the thing. So did every early WoW for a lot of people. The bones of an MMO are here. Whether those bones become something people play long term depends on whether the developer keeps building. I played for hours, explored 2 zones, ran a dungeon, and I'm only level 8 out of 20. I didn't run out of game, I ran out of time. That's not nothing. Now, is this a finished game? Well, I wouldn't call it a proof of concept, it's better than that. It is definitely a game, but it's more of an early access title than really a full game. It lacks everything that makes a good game, a successful game, unique. The AI didn't really try to innovate on anything. It made a classic MMO experience, which is not bad necessarily, it's just not going to have success in the long term. The most impressive part of this, and the reason people play it, is because of the fact it was made by an AI in such a short period of time. And this speaks to a much larger truth about the gaming industry, which is that as AI gets smarter, more and more games are going to be developed quicker and quicker and by less and less skilled people. It's just the reality. Not to say that those people have to be unskilled, they can be skilled, it's just the AI allows people who are less skilled to work on it. It's not a bad thing. Normally on this channel, I play a game called MMORPG Tycoon 2, a game about creating an MMO. And playing this game made me think about my MMO in that game. The AI doesn't think about where it should place the buildings in a town, where it should put all of these things. Meanwhile, I spend hours deciding the layout of a tiny little area where its buildings go, and I spend even more time placing down the scenery pieces to decorate it. Maybe I'm stupid. Or maybe that's the difference for now that separates something a human makes from something an AI makes. And maybe, at some point, that difference won't be there. Maybe at some point an AI will be able to think about stuff so hard and so in detail it can perfectly match what humans make. But make of that what you will. So is it good? Not bad, Claude. Not bad. Claude, please don't hurt me.